everybody. I wonder if there's anybody brave enough to answer these two questions with me. Anybody want to give these 3 questions a try, not 2 questions? Angel, hello, my sweetie. Do you want to unmute for me? Let's have a conversation about what's happening here. All right. So tell me before we even start, sine of theta is going to be, what is the ratio for sine of theta? Oh, my sweetie, your mouth is moving, just nothing is coming out. And that's very disappointing. I need you to check your mic settings just to make sure that I can actually hear you. Oh, there we go. Hello. Oh no, it's gone again. It's like I can hear you and then I can't, and then I can hear you and then I can't. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Yes. Okay, tell me, what is the ratio?
Okay.
What is the ratio for sine of theta? It is?
And theta is opposite and hypotenuse and adjustment.
Okay, all right. So the sine part of it is just going to be, sine is going to be opposite over
height.
Good, over hypotenuse. Right, now I want you to tell me, Angel, what is my opposite side? If this is my angle theta over here, this side is called my, what do we call this side? My? Is it my adjacent hypotenuse? Good, it's my adjacent side. Excellent. And then this side all the way over there, this one is called my?
Opposite.
Excellent. This is my opposite side. And the one that's always opposite my 90-degree angle is my hypotenuse. Yes?
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, tell me, Angel, what is my opposite side? My opposite side is? I'm hearing somebody saying hi, hello. Teacher Nels, do you want to check out whose mic is unmuted? Because it's a little weird. All right. So my opposite side is 4 over, how much is my hypotenuse side?
5.
5. That's it. Beautiful. And that's the answer I was looking for. Look at you, Angel. Yay. Well done. Amazing. Excellent stuff. All right. Jasmine, do you want to give me the next one?
No, I do not have the next answer, but I got a question.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask you then to just park your question for me for just a little bit? I want us to just get through this so that people's train of thought stays on this. And then immediately when I'm done, put your hand back up so I can answer your question.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Excellent. I hope I'm saying this correctly. Aveani, is that how we pronounce it?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Oh, I love it. Aveani, do you want to tell me what is my cosine or my cos of theta? I know this is cos, and cos is?
Adjacent over hypotenuse.
Beautiful. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Now, how much is my adjacent side?
It's 3.
Good. 3 over my hypotenuse, which is?
5.
Excellent. 5. Beautifully done. Very, very well done. So just, wow, excellent. Excellent stuff. Mirula, how are you doing?
Yeah, hi. I'm doing well.
I'm glad to hear it. Are you going to finish off 10 for us?
G, yes.
All right. I'm not even going to say anything. You're just going to tell me what to write, because I think, yeah, you can already tell me what I'm doing. Yeah.
3 over 4. Wait. Yeah, 4 over 3. Oops.
4 over 3. Excellent. How did we get to 4 over 3? 10 is?
Opposite of adjacent.
Yeah, I don't even know why I bother with you, dude. I feel like you could teach this lesson in my stead. One of these days when I need a break, nah, I'm just gonna call. You need to come take this class for me.
No,
excellent.
Miss. Too much.
Too much. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. All right, Jasmine, that question of yours, I'm ready to take it. For those of you who are just looking at this for the first time, take a screenshot. Hi, Jasmine. Oh no, she's frozen. Jasmine, can you unmute for me? Okay, she's not unmuting, so we're going to come back to her in just a bit. All right. Are you new? I have a thing. We are going to be doing a lot of calculator work. So I need you guys to have your calculators ready. I need you guys to go get your calculators. Go, go, go. You've got 1 minute. 1 minute to go get your calculator as I look at the next part. Now, I hope that the people who asked for homework on Monday, I'm looking at you, David. I hope that the people who asked for homework actually went and did their homework, okay? But if you haven't, it's perfectly fine. Okay, it's perfectly fine because we are going to be looking for another, we're going to be explaining what happened here. Was it David, teacher Nels? I can't remember who it was who was like, ma'am, give us homework. Was it you, David? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was David.
Okay, all right. So here's what we're going to be looking for. Okay, we're going to be looking at each of these right-angled triangles. We're going to first look at this one. Ooh, David is trying to skim out of this. We're going to look at this right-angled triangle, and then we're going to look at the other one, and we're going to make a couple of deductions. Now, yes, absolutely, Samuel, you can. Okay. All right. Gift. All right, guys. So if I said to you guys that this angle theta over here was actually 50 degrees, if this is 50 degrees, and I want you guys to tell me what this angle over here is, what would we call this angle? How would we calculate for this angle over here? We'll call it X. Any ideas? How would we figure out what the angle X is? Destiny.
The little box there by the line represents 90 degrees, and the
Beautiful,
angle
yes.
is up to 180. So subtract 190 and 50 from 180 to get X.
Beautiful, because I know that 90 plus 50 plus X is equal to 180. I couldn't have put it better myself, Destiny. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I do like the way that Gift has put it. Okay, you are not wrong at all. This is the interior angles of a triangle. You're 100% correct. But now, because we are working with a right-angled triangle, we know that this angle over here at the corner is always going to be 90 degrees. So what I can start by doing before we even get there is I can minus 90 from both sides. I'm going to minus 90 here and I'm going to minus 90 here. And this is going to give me 90 degrees on the side. So I'm going to have this equation written as 50 degrees plus X is equal to 90 degrees. Now, most of you are like, duh, teacher Coco, that makes so much sense. It's easy. But I want us to actually transpose to get to the answer of X. And there's a particular reason why I want us to do this. I'm going to take 50 over my equal sign and it's going to become negative 50. So I'm going to have X is equal to 90 degrees minus 50 degrees. And I need you guys to trust the process. Do exactly what I'm doing. Okay, therefore, X is equal to 90 minus 50, which is 40 degrees. All right. This is what I'm doing. Now, you'll see that this equation that I have now, I'm going to box it in red, doesn't have all the interior angles of my triangle because I know that this is a right angle triangle. So I can say this is because of the interior angles of a right angled triangle. They're equal to 180. Ahlumile, what's up?
So, ma'am, I see that you have like a different method, Anne. So, is it fine that you know that the angle with like at the corner is 90? So you like the 90 you add it with the 50 and then you say X, and then you get 140. So you say X equals to 180 because sum of angle in triangle. So you say 180 minus 140, then you say X equals to 40. Is it so fine or?
Okay,
and you like,
I understand what you're getting at, and you're not wrong at all. But for the purposes of what we're doing right now, I need you to use what's on the screen. Okay, I'm going to explain in just a second. I'm going to explain in just a second. I need you to write it down exactly the way you see it on the screen. Okay, Akrumile? It's going to make
Yes,
sense in just a second. Okay. You are not wrong. Absolutely 100% we can do that. All right. Now, guys, if I make this angle over here 45 degrees, we're going to go through the same rigmarole over again and again and again. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to go 45 degrees plus x is equal to 90. Now, I've already skipped the 180 step because I already know that this little boxy over here is 90 degrees. So I don't need to add the part where I put 90 on both sides. I've already minus 90 from both sides. So I'm just going to go ahead and write 45 plus x is equal to 90 degrees. Then I'm going to take, what am I going to do with 45, guys? I'm going to take it to the other side. I'm going to take it to the other side. So I'm going to go 45 over there. It's going to become negative. And that's it. You're correct, Macharonolo, 100%. X is going to equal to 90 degrees minus 45 degrees. Now, I don't want you guys to skip a single step. Do not skip a step. Therefore, X is equal to 45 degrees. Okay, this is simple math, things that we've been doing since grade 8. It's not that difficult, not at all. Right. Now, if I said to you guys that this angle over here is theta. If I said that this angle is theta, and I want you to give me x, write down an equation for me. Any volunteers? This angle over here is theta, and I want you to give me an answer for x. Anybody? Think about the process we've just gone through. Okay, we're not going to change anything. We're going to do the exact same thing. And David, who's like, transpose and subtract, easy enough. Okay, think about the steps we've just taken. Okay. Mulisa, what do you think we're going to write? Give me my first step, my dude.
We're not 100% sure, ne? But okay, we already found the x. Ne?
Okay, we don't know what x is at the moment. We don't know what x is.
I'm not 100% sure about my method.
Okay, remember, Melissa, when this was 40 degrees, right? We said x plus 40 degrees. Yes, or 40 degrees plus x. True?
Which is equal to 90 degrees because of the
40
box.
degrees plus x is equal to 90 degrees. Excellent. Now, Tandu Kolo's got the right idea. What did we do with this 40 over here? We took it over to the other side, correct? Okay, but now I don't have 40 degrees. What do I have in this corner, Melissa?
We have theta.
Good. So I'm just going to write theta plus x is equal to
90
degrees. But I want to solve for x. So what am I going to do with theta?
You wanna bring it to the you cannot bring it to the other side, can you?
That's it. Good. Therefore, my x is going to equal to
90. 90 minus theta.
That's it. That's it. I would give you a high five. I would give you a lollipop if you're sitting in my class. I bribe my kids all the time. Mwah, beautiful. That is the answer. Do we know what theta is? Do we know what theta is at the moment?
No, we don't know the
value. We don't know the value of theta. So we're just going to say that x is equal to 90
degrees minus theta.
That's it. That's all. So this angle over here becomes 90 degrees minus theta.
Then we're done.
We're done. That's it. Ta-da! Because we don't know what theta is, we can't do anything else. Okay. Well done, Melissa. That was excellent. That was excellent. All right. We're going to ask one more very difficult question. Okay. Well, it's actually going to be easy. It's going to be easy. Now, I want you guys to do this for me. Tell me, what is the sign of theta from this drawing? What is the sign of theta, guys? Remember, here's my theta. This side of my theta over here is called my adjacent. And this side all the way over there is called my opposite side. And that over there is my hypotenuse. Now, I'm going to write down the mnemonic device for you. So, ka, toa. And David's got the right idea. I want to make sure everybody's with me as well. That's it. My sine of theta is going to be, Hasnat, remember, theta just means some angle. Some angle. Okay, we don't know what the angle is yet. We're going to replace it today. All right. So my sine of theta is equal to my opposite over my hypotenuse. So O over H. That's it. Okay. Now I want you guys to give me the cos of 90 degrees minus theta. Now, what has actually happened is that I've shifted my view. This is where I am at the moment. And we know that I can't put that there. Okay, I know that this is my angle. Therefore, my adjacent to this angle is going to be that. And this is going to be my opposite side. So for those of you, Lusanda and Buikuto, who are saying adjacent over hypotenuse, yes. What is the adjacent side called in this drawing? What is it called in this diagram? Good. My adjacent side is called O. And my hypotenuse side is called H. David, 100%. Mirula, 100% O over H. Now, I want somebody to tell me if they've noticed anything fancy about what's happened over here. Anybody notice anything funky? Anybody? Jasmine, what do you think?
It's the same.
It's the same. Yes, they give us the same answer. Beautiful. Lollipop for you too. High five all around. Yes, that's it. They give us the same answer. So I can easily say if this one is equal to O over H, if sine of theta is equal to O opposite over A hypotenuse, and if cos of 90 minus theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, then I can say that the sine of theta is equal to the cos of 90 minus theta. Everybody in agreement? Because they give me the same answer, that means they are equal to each other. All right, give me a thumbs up. Are we okay with this? I know Angel's like, what just happened? What just happened? Okay, when we are calculating for this, Limnandi's like a little bit. And it's okay that you're lost. It's okay if you're lost. I'm going to show you in the next few examples that we do why these two things are true. Okay. All right. Now somebody was like, ma'am, I'm confused. Why do we need our calculators? This is why. Because we are going to do these. Okay. Now, we're going to be doing some calculator work quickly. All right. Now, before we even start with our calculator, and ooh, Teacher Nelly, I'm going to have to draw that thing again. Okay, that's okay, guys. I'm going to explain.
You do it well.
Did I?
Yeah,
good.
you did.
Okay. All right. Before we even start with all of this, guys, I need you guys to go to your calculator, switch it on, and I need you guys to make sure that at the very top of your calculator, right up top here, that the little D, there's like a D that looks like this. Okay. Okay. It looks like this. It's colored in like that. Okay. Make sure that you see the D on the top. On the top. And if you do, give me a thumbs up in the chat. If your calculator has a D on the top over there, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Excellent. If it doesn't, if it does not, if it gives you something like an R or a G, no. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to click Shift, Mode. You're going to have to click Shift and then Mode. And then you'll see there'll be like a number over here, DEG. Click whatever number that is. Okay, my number on my calculator, the number says 3. So I would click 3, and then you'll see that it will change to D. It will change to the D on top. Yes, Jasmine.
I'm clueless and I cannot find any of whatever you just said right now.
Okay, so are you holding your scientific calculator?
Yes.
Okay, so look right at the very top. There's some buttons, some things written in black. Very, very tiny.
Yes.
Okay, so have a look if there's a D over there that's colored in, like this one.
Okay.
Like this. Is it colored in?
There's a D over DX or block next to it.
No, it's very, very tiny right at the top. Very, very tiny. And then next to it, like a little bit further down, there's a button there's another part that says math. Do you see that?
No.
No? Okay, I'm going to ask teacher, can you DM teacher Nelly so she can help you a little bit? Because I am going to kind of have to move a little fast. Okay, we are running out of time. No worries, my sweetie. Just DM teacher Nelly quickly and she'll be able to help you. Okay. Taba's like, I'm looking for can you not see it? I hope you guys can see it. All right. So I want you guys, if you've got the D in the right place over there. All right. I want you guys to click on your calculators, click sign. And as soon as you click the sign button, this will happen. Your calculator will go sign, whoop, and it'll open a bracket, right? Okay. And as soon as you see that, I want you to click 30, close brackets, equals. Ah, she got it. There we go. Melissa, what answer did you get? What answer did you get?
I got 0.5.
Good, it's 0.5, or don't click the SD button. Give me this fraction. Okay.
1/2.
Good, it's going to give me 1/2. Okay, so my sine of 30 degrees is actually 1/2. Let me explain to you what this actually means, Melissa. All right, if I have a right-angled triangle, what is the formula or the mnemonic device for sine? So, yes, what is sine of theta? Sine of theta is?
Yeah.
Sine of theta is opposite over?
Opposite over hypotenuse.
Excellent, opposite of a hypotenuse. So what this actually is telling me, Melissa, is that if I had a triangle, a right-angled triangle with the 30 degrees down here, what my calculator is actually telling me is that my opposite side is equal to 1 and my hypotenuse side is equal to how
2.
much? 2. That's what my calculator is doing. Do you see how cool this is?
Yes.
So my calculator is giving me the other sides that equal opposite and hypotenuse. Okay, that's what we're doing. Excellent stuff. I'm so glad you're very eager to unmute and to speak to me. Guys, I want to speak to more of you guys. All right, let's try number 2 over here. Number 2 says 2 cos of 85. Some calculators are finicky, some of them are not. Mine is. So I need to click 2 times cos, and then my calculator will do that. And I will click in 85 is equal to, and I can see everybody already rounding off to 0.17. I appreciate it. We're going to round off to 2 decimals every single time. 2 times cos of 85 is equal to 0.17. Good. So this is 0.17. Okay. Specifically, what's up?
Hey, ma'am.
Hi, my friend. What's up?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, ma'am, can I do number 3?
Yes, absolutely. I want you to hold on for me while I explain number 2, and then you're going to unmute and do number 3 for me. Okay. All right. Okay. So what this 0.17 is actually telling me, guys, if I had to turn 0.17 into a fraction, no problem, Simi. If I had to turn this into a fraction, this would be 17 over 100. Okay. Now, what this tells me about my triangle is that if my angle over here is 85 degrees. Cos, guys, who can tell me what is the ratio for cos? Cos of theta is what? Cos of theta is equal to? Yes, Achimile. Cos of theta is?
Adjacent over hypotenuse.
That's it. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Don't go away, my sweetie. Don't go away. Come back. Where did you go? Don't go away. There you are. Okay. Achimile, what does this tell me? That means that this top number over here is going to be my what side? My?
Your opposite adjacent.
Good. It's my adjacent. That means over here I have 17 adjacent to my angle. And this 100 tells me that what is my 100 going to be? Where's it going to come from? My hypotenuse. Good. That's what it's actually telling me, that I've got 17 over 100. Okay. Beautifully done, Achimile. Very well done. Okay. Excellent. Spesihle, you can now unmute and explain number 3 to us.
So, ma'am, for number 3, ma'am, the thing we're gonna do
Yes.
is that we're gonna say sin, and you're
Mhm.
gonna open brackets 50 close brackets to the power of 2.
Okay. And what's going to happen on your calculator if you do that?
If you do that, ma'am, that should give you an answer of 0.58.
Oh, not 58, round up.
59.
59. All right. Now I want you to do it completely different for me. Okay. We're going to do something a little bit different. Specifically, what I want you to do for me is I want you to type into your calculator just the sign of 50. Okay. Round the sign of 50 off to 2 decimals for me. If you click sign of 50, how much do we get?
We get 0.77.
Good. 77. All right. But because we want the sign squared, I want you to take that 0.77. So click the AC button on your calculator and then click 0.77 squared and give me an answer.
0.77 squared. The answer is 0.60.
Okay, or 0.5929, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're going to leave it at 0.59. Do you see how we've gotten the same answer both times?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want you to get used to doing it this way. Okay, I'm not being pedantic. Your calculator is doing the correct thing, but next week's lessons, we're going to be learning about something called special angles. And you won't be able to use your calculator when we do special angles. So I need you to get used to the idea of squaring. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
There's nothing wrong with your answer. Your answer is 100% correct. I just need you to get used to doing it this way. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Very well done. Love, love, love it. All right. Jasmine, do you have a question or do you want to do number 4?
I'd like to do number 5.
Number 5. Okay, hold on for me. Uyanda, do you want to do number 4 for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. You know, you're just going to punch it into your calculator, hey? So you're going to go 10, and your 10 is going to open brackets, and then 60 plus 50, close brackets. And what is your answer going to be?
It's 75. It's 10. Close.
10 of 75. Good. 10, it's just 10 of 75. And what does it give you? What answer does your calculator give you?
It gives me 2 plus squared 3. Plus
Good. The square root of 3. Yes. Now, what I want you to do, Uyanda, is leave your answer like this. Because if we click the SD button, my calculator is going to cut off my decimals. And I don't want that. So if I ever find an answer like this, write it down exactly like this. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't write it as 3, I know it's like 3,73205, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Leave your answer looking like this. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Well done. All right. Jasmine, let's answer number 5 quickly. Achimile, I'm going to get to you. I have so many questions this evening. All right, let's answer number 5.
Okay. So 10, open the bracket, right? and
10 open bracket is 60. Close brackets.
bracket plus 10 open bracket 15
Good.
equals 2.
Beautiful, is equal to. Don't go away, Jasmine. Do this for me. I want you to go to your calculator, type in just the tan of 60. How much do you get? Tan of 60 is?
10 of 60 is square root of 3.
Good. This is the square root of 3 plus, do the tan of 15 for me.
1 second. Plus 2 minus the square root of 3.
Good. Plus 2 minus the square root of 3. Can you tell from what you've just given me over here how we got the answer 2?
No.
Okay. What is the square root of 3 minus the square root of 3?
Square root. I don't know.
Okay, if I just go square root of 3 minus square root of 3, I'm going to get
0.
0. So the only thing I'm going to have left in this answer is 2.
2.
Yeah, and that's how we got the answer 2. Okay, I just wanted to show you that there were other things in the background that were actually happening. It's just not that, it's not that the answer was just 2. Okay, very well done, Jasmine. Very nicely done. Okay, excellent. For those, I saw somebody say to me, ma'am, what would this look like on, what would this look like on a triangle? This is what it would look like. 2 plus 3 over 2 is the same as 2 plus the square root of 3 over 1. I know that tan is opposite. So over here, I would have 2 plus the square root of 3 over adjacent, which is over here, 1. That's what it would look like. Okay. Tandukola says, what about the negative next to the square root 3? It belongs to the square root 3. It belongs there. So 3, it's almost as if Tandukola, if I said x plus 2 minus x. X minus x is 0, so my answer will be 2. It's the same thing. Okay. It's the exact same thing. All right. Akhumile, do you have a question? I'm seeing Aveani, I need to learn how to say your name correctly. All right. Now, we need to figure out what we're going to do when we can't click sine, cos, and tan, but we want the answer to the angle. Now, Hasna, I remember you were saying, ma'am, I don't understand. What does theta stand for? Theta stands for the angle, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to be using our calculators to find the angle. Okay, Ashimile, I'm going to be with you in just a second. All right. So what we are going to do, yes, unknown or angle, it's the same thing. But in this case, we could go, because we're talking about ratios and angles, theta is our unknown angle. This is the unknown angle. Okay, because remember up top here, have a look at these questions. When we had sine of theta or sine of 30 degrees, it gave us 1 over 2. Now this time, the question says, sine of what angle will give us a half? And the way we're going to do this, guys, is we're not going to transpose. We're going to go into our calculator and you're going to click shift, click the shift button, and then click sine. Okay, quickly do that on your calculator. What's going to happen is your calculator is going to do this. It's going to go sine to the power of -1, open bracket. Right. Now, in that open bracket, you're going to put 1 over 2, close bracket, equals, and David and Uyanda 100% already have it. My answer is going to be 30 degrees. Why do I say 30 degrees? What are we calculating for, guys? What are we calculating for? Not theta. What is theta exactly, David? What is it? When I put theta into my triangle, what is it? That's it, Lusanda. It's an unknown angle. It's an angle. So when I get my answer for the shift sign, when I'm looking for theta, I need to make sure that I put my answer in degrees because we're calculating for an unknown angle, right? Now, how am I going to write this in my book? I'm going to write here, theta is equal to, this is what my teacher wants to see, sine to the -1, but it's also called arc sine. So this sine to the power to the -1 is actually called arc sine. Okay, arc sine of 1/2. And then I'm going to go, therefore, theta is equal to 30 degrees. And Kate, you see me and your teacher, same WhatsApp group. See that? Yeah. All right, Akhumile, I'm going to take your question. While I do that, I want everybody to try the second one. Cos of theta is equal to 3/4. Hi, Akhumile.
Hi, ma'am. For the previous exercise,
Yes.
It was number 4, ma'am. So I said 10 and open bracket 75. Then I got a decimal number.
Yes, that's going to happen. Okay. What kind of calculator do you have?
Casio.
Is it, okay, did it give you this answer first? Did it give you this answer and then you clicked an SD button somewhere?
No, ma'am. It went straight to a decimal number.
Okay. Do you have the SD button there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, click the SD button for me. What does it say?
It still gives me the decimal number.
Okay,
So,
now is it, okay, what is the answer to the decimal?
2,41.
2, okay, now Akhumile, I need you to check at the top of your calculator. Do you have the D grayed out? What does it say at the very top of your calculator?
It has M and G and a math up sign.
Mhm. So you see, what I need is for that thing not to be G. I need it to be D. Okay, so what I need you to do is I need you to DM teacher Nelly in the chat so that she can help you to change that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, excellent. See, guys, I tell you, if you're not going to get the correct, we need that D there, otherwise we're not going to get the correct thing. All right, over here, guys, I already see some of you guys doing it correctly. Right, I know that I'm going to click shift, cos, and then my calculator is going to go cos to the -1, open bracket. And then I'm going to put in 3/4 and click equals. Okay, guys, I call this, and I'm going to make this trend. Teacher Nels, I tell you, I'm going to make this trend. I call this a shift angle. A shift angle. It's a shift angle, guys. So whenever we're looking for the angle, what do we click on our calculator? Whenever we're looking for an angle, what do you click on your calculator first? What do you click? We click shift, gift. That's why we call it a shift angle. A shift angle. I'm going to be like there on TikTok being like shift angle, cos, sine, tan, whatever they do with those moves. Shift angle. Yes. I'm going to go all out. Shift angle. I'm gonna start like a whole song. Like start my own amapiano beat in the back with shift tangle. Sine, cos, tan. Shift tangle. Ooh, I'm so cool. Oh, if the people could see me now, they would throw me in the trash. Okay, theta is equal to cos -1 of 3/4. And therefore, theta is equal to 41,41 degrees. Please don't forget the degrees. And remember, this shift cos is actually called arc cos. Okay, it's called arc cos. Imanga's like, ma'am, you're feeling good today. What's happening? I'm just, you know what, guys, maths gets me. It puts me in the places. It puts me in the places. All right, we're going to do the same thing with tan. And remember, just click shift and then tan. And then I'm going to, in my calculator is going to go tan of -1, and I'm going to put a 1 in there equals, and I'm going to get 45 degrees out as an answer. So when I write it in my book for my teacher, I'm going to write theta is equal to arctan of 1. Therefore, theta is equal to 45 degrees. All right. Now, oh, Mutla's mic is not even connected. Teacher Nels, do you want to help Mutla quickly with her mic problems? All right. Now, Kay has already gotten an answer for 4 and 5, and that's because she did what needed to be done. I need to emphasize this, guys, very importantly. Okay. This whole thing, the sine of theta, cannot be split apart. Okay. So I can't decide that I'm going to use just the sine without the angle. The sine always goes with the angle, cos always goes with the angle, and tan always goes with the angle. We cannot separate them. Okay, they are one thing. Even when we are looking at the shift angle, or the shift cos, or the arc sine, or the arc cos, or the arc tan, because this is actually arc tan. When we are looking at it, it's always going to be arctan or arctan of a number. It will never just be arctan on its own. It will always be arcsine and a number, or arccos and a number, or arctan and a number. It never goes alone. So if I need to keep this by itself, to get rid of this 2, Liabona, 100%. To get rid of the 2, I'm going to divide this side by 2, divide this side by 2. And I saw somebody say, ma'am, my calculator gave me a math error. Yes, because you're never going to get an answer for sine and cos if the number is greater than 1. Okay, you're only going to get an answer for sine and cos if the number is like below 1. So like 0.99, you'll get an answer. 0.84, you get an answer. As soon as you go arc sine of 1.22, your calculator is going to scream error. There's a reason for that. We explain it much later on, not now. Okay, so 2 divided by 2, this tells me that my sine of theta is going to equal to 1. So I'm going to go sine is equal, or theta is equal to arc sine of 1. Therefore, theta is equal to 90 degrees. You guys are doing beautifully. Keep it up. Chloe's like, maths has a lot of work. Of course. Always, always, always. It was never going to get easier, my baby. Never going to get easier. All right. So if we do this last one over here, I've got 5 tan theta. What am I going to do to get tan theta on its own, guys? What am I going to do over here to get tan theta on its own? Divide by. That's it, Mirilla. We're going to divide both sides by 5. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. 5 divided by 5. Gone. All right. And then I'm going to have tan theta. Tan theta is equal to, Alvila is so mad at maths for not solving its own problems. Right. Samuel, there's no way you got 100. Okay. It's not possible. Okay. You should have gotten 90 degrees. All right. Tan theta is equal to that. Then we're going to say theta is equal to arctan, tan to the -1, arctan of 3/5, which is equal to 30.97 degrees. Guys, please do not forget the degrees. We are calculating an angle. Okay. So we need to make sure we're getting degrees. Yes, Aviani?
Ma'am,
Yes.
my calculator is giving me wait. It's giving me 30.963, which is I cannot
Okay, so this should be 30.96.
yes.
Okay, 30.96. Okay, cool. So we're just not running off 100%, but yes, you're correct, Aviani. It should be 30.96. Okay.
Yes,
excellent.
ma'am.
Thanks for pointing that out. Thank you so much for pointing that out. All right, now let's look at what this looks like on a diagram. All right, now if I have theta over here, this is my theta, this is my right angled triangle. And I tell you guys that I'm only going to give you a limited amount of information. I'm going to tell you guys that this side over here is 3. And this side over here is 5. Right? Now, what is theta? Okay, now there's a little bit more working out needed here. We can't just be like, ma'am, theta is 3/5. No, theta is 3/5 doesn't work. Theta needs to come with a sine or a cos or a tan. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what we have. Okay, we're going to look at what we have. And then we're going to look at what we want. Okay, now think about this, guys. If I have theta over here, this side over here is my adjacent side. This side over here is my opposite side. And this side over here is my hypotenuse. If I go back to so, ka, tawa, right? Which two pieces of information do I have, guys? What do I have? Which two pieces of information? Aveani, tell me. What do I have?
We have the hypotenuse and the opposite side.
Excellent. I've got the opposite and the hypotenuse. Now, if you look at SOHCAHTOA, of these three, which of them uses the opposite and the hypotenuse?
Sine.
Sine uses that. So we can only use the sine of it. Now, if I had to write this out as a ratio, I'm going to say that the sine of theta is equal to, give it to me with the answers of the numbers that I've given you.
Opposite over hypotenuse, which is 3/5.
Excellent. So I can go sine of theta is equal to 3/5. Do you think we can calculate for theta if we know this?
Do we think what?
Can we calculate for theta?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Because we're looking for an angle, what do we need to do on our calculator?
Shift sine.
That's it, a shift angle.
Yes.
Yes, we must do a shift angle, a shift sine. So go to your calculator for me, my sweetie, click shift.
Yes.
Sine of 3/5. And give me an answer.
Equals to 36,87.
Excellent. 36,87 what? 87 what?
Degrees.
Beautiful. Don't forget the degrees.
Yes.
So this means that this angle over here is actually 36,87 degrees. Aveani, I owe you a lollipop if we ever meet. If we ever meet in public.
And my name is Aviani.
Aviani. Abi. Are you? Oh, Aviani. Like that.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. I'm going to say it correct from then on. Thank you so much, Abiani. You've done this so beautiful. Excellent. Now, that's where we're going to stop for today. We're going to continue exactly here in the next lesson. Okay. If you have remembered anything from this lesson, number one, that your calculator must always be in. Tell me in the chat, everyone. What must be our calculator always be in? What sign do we want there at the top? D, good. The D stands for degrees, by the way, guys. It stands for degrees. Okay. My calculator must always be D. If I want to find the ratio, I only click, I'm going to write it on the side here so that we don't lose it. If I want the ratio, I click sine, cos, and tan. But if I want my angle, if I want my theta, my angle, theta, what do I need to do? I need to shift angle. I need to shift angle. I shift sine, shift cos, shift tan to find my shift angle. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Is everybody with me on how to find each of these things? That's it. I'm loving to see it. Love, love, love to see it. Okay. I'm so glad Teacher Nels, after you guys have put in all your thumbs up, Teacher Nels is going to drop the link to the quiz in the chat for me. And you guys are going to go off and do the quiz for me. Thank you, Teacher Nels. You're going to have to do it again. Everybody, shift is like shift times G is gift. I love it.
And